afternoon, Sagittarius. This is going to be your weekly reading. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And the first card that I have is the King of Coins. And basically the energy that I got, and first of all, I want to say that there is a ridiculous amount of coins energy. The same thing as Pentacles in this new deck that I have. Lots of coins in this reading, which is crazy because literally all of the tarot cards are coins, all but one. So you've definitely been working hard, trying to bring in more money. And once again, I'm getting that workaholicism, that imbalance of just really trying to do it yourself and kind of spinning your wheels and just feeling like you're kind of stuck right now because you want to enjoy life, but you're working. It's like you're working so much because you keep hoping that one day you will be able to enjoy life. If I can just make this much money, if I can just get this done, if I can just get a better car, if I can get a better house, then I'll be happy then. I can enjoy life then. Well, this is not living in the present moment. And this is putting all of your happiness outside of yourself. In order to be able to really, truly experience happiness, you need to start really looking at what you have instead of what you don't have. And really taking time for you to disconnect and balance work and play. And this is going to involve really going a lot deeper spiritually. And because to clarify that card, we have the symbols, signs, and messages. And these are signs from your spirit guides and your angels. And your spirit guides can be deceased family members. A lot of times we have spirit guides who have always been with us ever since we incarnated in these bodies that we're in. And they'll send you messages either in dreams or, you could see names, you could see signs, you could see numbers. Definitely pay attention to these things because they're directing you. And you don't have to work yourself to death. You literally can manifest money in a lot of ways. I mean, you can end up with more money than what you expected. Or your bills can be less than you expected them to be. The universe could literally just take care of you. But we're trained that we have to go out here and we have to work our fingers to the bone. We have to work until, we're retirement age. And anymore, people can't even afford to do that. Because a lot of these companies don't even offer retirements anymore. So a lot of times, you have to retire and then, get your Social Security, then get your little part-time job, and do that until you can't do it anymore. Until you end up in a nursing home or whatever else. And that is your life. That is your whole life. But that is what you were raised to believe that you were supposed to do. Not start a business and own a yacht and take trips and, or just manifest money. I know people traveling all around the world who don't have jobs. And at the time I was like, wait a minute, do you have jobs? I've got 3 jobs. Do you have jobs? No. I'm like, how in the hell are you traveling around the world and I can't afford to get out of the city and I'm working 3 jobs? It's all about your mindset. Really start showing gratitude for what you have now. And then really set your intentions about what you need. What do you need financially? And then just fall back and just have faith and know that it's just going to land in your lap. Cut back your hours and see what happens. I'm telling you, it's miraculous. We have the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins is a very slow-moving knight. He really thinks his every step very carefully. It's like he's scared of change, and I think that we've talked about this before, Sagittarius. But you get very comfortable with what you know how to do. And this is your skill, this is your training, you're good at it, and so it's kind of hard sometimes for you to step out of your comfort zone. And so you tend to overthink. and you're real cautious. This is a very cautious card. Now understand, there are some areas of your life where you just leap. You just leap without even thinking. That's where that balance needs to come in at, because basically what I'm getting is, and it's almost like a self-sabotaging energy. You are real quick to like jump on board with a whim, but something that in the long term that's going to benefit you, you're very cautious about. And so this has really set you back, because you've had all, and understand there's no mistakes on this journey. There's only more opportunities for room and growth. But as you've been on this journey, really contemplating, really waiting for this one big thing, but at the same time being real cautious and kind of tiptoeing around it when it does show up, you're still kind of running off on whims and stuff and having all these side roads where you're having all these other experiences. Because it's almost like, it's that energy of not finishing what you start. It's like you have a whole bunch of half-done projects laying around, because you're kind of in this energy. Well, when the timing's right, when I retire, or on my weekend, or if I get a vacation. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing because it's what I've always known. Because to clarify that card, we have joy is the ultimate creator. And so when you're out here working yourself to death, living from paycheck to paycheck, and just kind of spinning your wheels and wondering, is there more to life out there? When will, am I going to be happy? When I make more money, when I get this done, when I get that done, then I'll finally start living then. Then I'll start living. Then things will be better for me if I can just get to that point. But joy is the ultimate creator. So you've got to start being happy now, and really, truly happy and satisfied with your life. Look around you and find things to be joyful about. And then when things come towards you like this that are truly for you, you can appreciate them more, and you won't put them on the back burner and involve yourself in any type of self-sabotaging behavior right now, because you're so indecisive. That message came up. Get out of your head and follow your heart. What truly resonates with you? All right, we have the Two of Coins, and this is all about balancing. And this is that balancing I was talking about. Balancing work and play. Balancing, finding a middle ground between, just not caring and running off on a whim, and then taking your time and being real slow to decide about things that really are there to benefit you. It's like you want to manifest things, and then you manifest it. And then it kind of scares you a little bit, because you're like, well, it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. So you kind of push it away. And then maybe it doesn't come right back. And then you panic. Oh, no, I've lost it. Then you kind of pursue it again. And then it's back and forth. So really, you need to really go within and try to figure out what is causing this self-sabotaging behavior. Are you scared of it because you don't believe it? You don't have faith and trust that good things do happen to you, and that they are for you, and they are coming towards you, and be open to receive them? To clarify that, we have this is a manifestation card. This is a delivery. This is an arrival. So basically everything that you've ever wanted is coming towards you. And it's like you're still kind of timid, and you just don't know what to think, and you just don't know what to make of it. And this literally is the only sign I do readings for that really has everything that they need and want, but just won't receive it for whatever reason. you know, and at least be grateful for it. We have the Queen of Coins. And with the Queen of Coins, this is a frugal queen. She really knows how to make her money stretch. She's very careful and very cautious with her money. She budgets very diligently. But you got to understand that money is energy. And you can hold on to your money all day long and hold it real tight, but money has to flow. Money is an energy, and it has to return to you, and it cannot return to you if you do not send it out. So I'm not taking away from saving or building, but understand you cannot take it with you. So basically, like, let's say all the money you have left in the world is $50, and you are holding on to it so tightly. You know, and maybe, just maybe, you could invest 15, 20 of that on some cards from Vistaprint, some business cards, and you could start a little small business, just a little something to get you started. And then that would kick that money off, and it would get it rolling back to you. So that is the energy, that is the message that's coming through from Spirit. You want to send your money back out so it can return to you. So don't hold on to it so tightly. It's the same thing with people. You know, you don't want to hold on to people so tightly that they're suffocated. You want them to return to you. We have the thinking woman. And once again, this is overanalyzing. This is losing sleep. Trying to figure things out. How is this going to work? You know, and seeing all of the things that could go wrong instead of all the things that could go right. Really focusing on all of the obstacles. And when you do that, you create obstacles. If you see obstacles, there are obstacles. I'll let you know if anything else comes through with that card. Then we have the Page of Coins. And the energy that I got with this was, you know, the page is, he's a messenger. So I do feel like this is a message about the physical realm. And this goes along with this card here. This message is about really following the signs, whatever you're guided to do, whatever feels right. And to get out of your head, because in your head is where we are creating all kinds of experiences. You know, for example, let's say you have an altercation with somebody on your job. And you guys disagree about something. And you know, you just kind of go home and you just kind of obsess about it and just kind of let it simmer. And you're like, you know what? This person never liked me. They've always been out to get me. I got to really watch them. And you get real paranoid about it. And, you know, and so then you're kind of in that energy of, you know what? I don't trust this person. They're out to get me. When really all you had to do from the very beginning was just to release it. Because whatever you focus your energy on grows. And if a shitty situation shows up or something that you judge to be shitty, stop feeding it. Stop feeding into it. Let it go. Forgive that person. You know, it is what it is. For whatever reason, you were not in energetic alignment that day. Don't tell yourself a story to where it grows into more than what it is. And what I'm sensing is that that's this card here. Because there's a lot of physical energy, coming in with this coins. And so what I'm getting is that you are seeing all the possibilities of what can go wrong. And it's almost like it's a real fear-based energy and real paranoid. A lot of victim mentality as far as feeling like other people aren't going to treat you well. And I do feel like that has came out of your past experiences because you've experienced that before. But really, if you really look at it, whenever you have those expectations, that's exactly what you're aligning to. So do try to clear that and try to have, if you have 9 reasons not to trust, try to find one reason to trust. And I know when I say that, I trigger people. They're like, you can't trust people. People are this and they're that, and they're going to try to get over on you. But as long as you're in that mentality, that's exactly what's going to happen. And when you're in this mentality here, that you're taking your time and you're being cautious, because what if this goes down the toilet? What if something goes wrong? What if it doesn't turn out right? No, thank you. I don't even want to try. That's the message that I'm getting with that card. And then I got these oracle cards. They're postcard oracle cards, and they are messages from Spirit. And so to clarify that Page of Coins, I thought it'd be really cool to do one of these, although I'm blind as a bat. I need to go to the eye doctor, so bear with me. Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days. Giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan today. Go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you're reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No, say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly. Then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring something back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much, and that is beautiful. Okay, so basically what I'm getting with that whole paranoid energy is that you have had, and we've talked about this before, Sagittarius, you have had people who have sucked you dry of your energy, who you had no boundaries with, who they had no boundaries, and you had a hard time having boundaries with them. And these have been the experiences that you've had over and over and over again. So now you're very cautious because you really are very protective of your peace. So because of that, now you're really, really taking your time, which is a good thing. Make sure that this is for you. Make sure that it really resonates so that you don't end up in another situation that doesn't feed your soul. But at the same time, do recognize the fact that you have manifested this situation and do try and trust it. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. Wow. So do try and trust it. I'm so sorry. All right, so now we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is all about action. This is your passion. This is getting something done. And she's very passionate about what whatever it is that she cares about, she's very passionate about. And I had said with this card here that you are very connected spiritually to your higher power. To the universe, to your soul. You're very connected to that. And you are a very giving person. But you do recognize now that people, will take advantage of you, if that's something that you're aligning to, because you've been stuck in this energy for so long that now it's like you've been wallowing around with these kind of people so long. That do take advantage, that do suck your energy dry. But because you've been so scared of change, you haven't really stepped outside your comfort zone because you don't really trust this here. You don't trust it because you've been wallowing around with these people for so long. But you don't realize that you are the one that's creating this situation because you have not been expecting people to treat you well. And that is the bottom line. And you need to be responsible for your energy. And you need to figure out why you don't figure or expect people to treat you any better than they do. So that when people come along that really truly care about you on a soul level, you are scared of them. And you push them away. You self-sabotage. You wallow around with these people. All right, so we have to clarify that getting to know each other card. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So like I said, you know, that Knight of Coins is a slow-moving knight. Do take your time. Do really get to know each other. And do be your authentic self. Don't put on fronts. Because when you're authentic with other people, they will mirror it back to you. Whatever somebody, always look at somebody else's actions, whatever it is that they are trying to tell you about your own energy, because people are our mirrors. So do really take into account whatever comes up. I mean, I know if somebody tries to get over, you know, attempts to get over on me or take advantage of me, I have to really kind of look at the situation like, you know what, I aligned to this situation somehow. How did I align to it? And most of the time it's because that's what I expected. And we get what we prepare for. So definitely do take your time really getting to know each other. You know, this person here that you have a deeper connection with. But be your authentic self. Make sure you know who that is. Spend some time contemplating and really connecting to who you truly are. This is poverty mindset. And this is that mindset. And, you know, when I first pulled this card, what I got was childhood poverty. A lot of times when we are poor as a child, that's all, we're terrified of it. I know I was poor many times as a child. And I was terrified. I was like, I will work 3 jobs before I'll ever be poor. Because you're so scared of it. But whatever we're scared of will show itself to us. So, I mean, if you are in this lack mentality of scarcity and lack, like you're not going to have enough and you're holding on for dear life to what you do have, you're going to keep getting more of that. That's why I said about the energy, that money's energy has to flow. But not just that, and I say it every single video, I swear I say the same thing. Don't focus on what you don't have, but focus on what you do have and be grateful for it. You know, don't focus on the fact that right now you might not have the money to pay a bill. Show gratitude for the bill that you just paid last week or the bills that you paid last week. And have faith and know that the universe knows exactly what you need and what you want and that it's going to come to you, and worrying about it is not going to help the situation at all. And this is that privileged lady card, and basically what I'm getting with this is that whole energy of wanting to be this privileged lady. This could be a privileged man. Maybe you grew up, like I said, in a household that was poor and you saw people living like this. So you attributed this to happiness. And now you're in this whole mindset of, if I could just have this, if I could just have that, I'll be happy. I'll be happy if I could just have this, if I can just have that. Well, as long as you're chasing things and attributing them to your happiness, you will always be chasing happiness because it can be taken away from you. What if you get sick and you can no longer work? You know, I'm just saying, you know, and shit happens. What if, you know, the company goes under, you know, and once again, these would be things that you would align to, understand. These would be things that you would conjure up with your own energy and your thoughts. So I'm basically showing you that. But let's say that you did align to those things and those things did happen and you couldn't work anymore. And let's say, you know, you had to catch the bus or you had to walk everywhere. Would that take away from your self-value? Would that make you any less valuable than somebody driving past you at the bus stop in a sports car? No, it would not, because you need to build your self-confidence on a better foundation. And that involves not having fears or being able to not let your fears control you and mandate your life so that you attract these situations into your life. We have the family room. And once again, the energy that I'm getting with this is to be grateful for everything that you have. Look around you right now. And you might not have more than other people, but what you have is just what you need right now. And show gratitude for that. And that is how you align to more things in your life. And do trust the universe is always working. Definitely clear that victim mentality and that self-sabotaging behavior that you've been in. Well, this is your weekly reading, Sagittarius. I have noticed that my videos are getting longer and longer. It's just like sometimes it's just so many more messages come through. But if you would like to know what is blocking you in the areas of love and money, any type of abundance whatsoever, do email me. I'll put my email in the description of the video. Thank you.